Madison's passionate fans came out last night. Annie Drew Schumacher led the win over Omaha. Tonight, they seek 2 in a row.
Love League One Volleyball.
They love their team here in Madison. Last night, they snapped an 8-match losing streak. And tonight, in front of the home fans, they look to make it 2 in a row. They take on LOVB Austin. In match 1 of our doubleheader, first place Atlanta got another win, their 8th consecutive victory in the regular season. Austin, meanwhile, won back-to-back matches at home last week to get to 4-4, and they're now alone in 3rd place after Omaha lost via reverse sweep to Atlanta. Hi, everybody. Along with Cameron Irwin, I'm Rich Burke. It was an emotional win for Madison last night.
It was, and it was also one of their best passing performances thus far. When talking to their head coach, Matt Furbringer, he said the only thing he wishes they could change about last night is that they weren't playing the back-to-back so he can enjoy the win a little bit longer.
And of course, he has one of the best opposites in the world, Annie Drew Schumacher, front and center last night, healthy again.
Man, does she change the complexion of an offense. She has been outstanding, stringing together 2 20-plus point scoring performances. Last night, she had 28 points. It was astonishing to see. They're going to have to find an answer for her on the side of Austin. Could it be Chiaka Obagu, the 2-time Olympic medalist, the leading blocker in League One volleyball play? She is going to be in the middle of the court. Watch for her to have a big impact tonight.
Let's have a look at our Adidas scouting report.
Austin, it's going to be about serving tough and finding an offensive rhythm early. They've put together 2 wins back-to-back after a coaching switch on their side. They've utilized 2 different lineups. However, tonight you're going to see a potential 3rd in the mix.
Yes, you will. And this match features many Olympians. You saw 2 of them there, Lauren Carlini and Annie Drew Schumacher. Chassé serves for Madison. And we're off and rolling in match number 2. Overpass. It's still alive. And Anna Hawk comes up with the first kill of this one for LOVB Austin. Hawk, the 13th year pro out of Sweden. There's a starting lineup for Austin. Carly Lloyd going to set a 5-1. Their interim head coach, Chris McGowan, does not like a 6-2. He likes the options that a 5-1 brings, and it's Lloyd that gets the call, and it's Hawk that gets the call on the overpass. 2-0 Austin.
In talking to Chris McGowan, I asked him, what's some of the first things you wanted to establish when you got with this team? And he said, well, what's crazy, the first time I met him was only 15 minutes before the first match I coached them.
Right.
So it was all about figuring out what systems they want to play.
Big swing by Drew Schumacher. I mean, that's 20 feet from us, and it is powerful. Hawk off the block and out of bounds. 3-0 Austin.
And to go back to it for Austin, it's really figuring out their defensive and offensive systems as you look to the Madison lineup, led, of course, by Lauren Carlini with that 5-1 offense. They're going to also start with Yaniska as well as Chassé on the outside. We've been relatively accustomed to seeing Sarah Franklin on the outside, but a different starting lineup for their outsides as well.
And right on cue, Jennifer Yaniska with the wrist away. Hard angle attack, 4-4. And she gets the point for Madison, 3-1.
Yaniska brings great passing to the floor, and she's going to kind of work as that outside. She's going to be a ball management type of outside.
Anna Stevenson Hall serve. Pass on the money from Hawk. Back row attack by the athletic Madison Skinner goes long. And it's 3-2 Austin.
Well, Madison Skinner is so strong out of the front row. She might be just as good out of the back row. They want to get her going early.
Got you. Good help on that.
Another good pass by Hawk. And wow, kept alive incredibly by Kotoe Inoue. Not that time though, Annie Drew Schumacher terminal, but what an incredible job by Kotoe Inoue to keep that ball alive after Obagu went on the slide and the set went awry.
You can see here, I think they were trying to run the slide. There was just a miscommunication, whether it was going to be to the pin or an inside A set, a shorter set behind. It's an unbelievable save though by Inoue.
Yeah, it was. 4-3 Austin after the service error for Anna Stevenson Hall. Position one for Austin as the setter Carly Lloyd serves. Carlini going to Janiska. Hawk high in the air. Back row attack. Chaussee flying high. Oh boy, talk about athletic.
And for Chaussee, what an opportunity to get to play right here in front of this crowd.
Sun Prairie, Wisconsin native. That's northeast of downtown, 14 miles away from the Alliant Energy Center. I asked her if she lives at home, how she grew up, and she said no, she lives on the west side. Drew Schumacher with a thunderous kill. I mean, that is powerful.
And the volume is already increasing. Not only does she get the kill, but she got her own dig. Check that out. Great transition. They're gonna have to put up a big block in front of her.
Now she serves it away. She has had back-to-back incredible matches. Madisen Skinner funnels that between the block and the net. Talk about great athletes. How about her? She's an outside hitter at Texas. Opposite is a pro. Of course, her sister Avery is one of the starting outsides in the 2024 Olympics for Team USA. So if Madison's going to play the Olympics with her sister, she's thinking opposite's the way to go. Popped up by Inoue. Eggleston into the net. 6'5" Madison.
A little bit of disconnect right now on the side of Austin, just from an offensive standpoint. You already saw the one ball behind, no attacker able to get a contact, and then even just there on the outside.
Lloyd going to Eggleston, dug by Janiska, over dig. Obagu puts it down past Medved.
When you have that explosive of an attacker, sometimes it can be a challenge as a setter because they get off the ground so fast. It means you need to increase your own hand speed. And a beautiful set there from Carly Lloyd, reaching high and delivering exactly what Obagu needs.
Austin has three excellent blocking middles in O'Neal, Obagu, and McCage. There's the kill for Bia Correa, Ana Beatriz Correa from Brazil. But
the thing Matt Herbringer loves about her the most is the attitude she brings. She gets that kill, she's got the swagger back to the service line. There's a carefree energy about her when she's on the court.
best middle blocker in the Volleyball Nations League in 2019. There's Skinner from the right side. Talking about Chris McGowan and his blockers, he said he values offense from his middle blockers a little more than blocking, which is why you've got O'Neal and Obagu in this match and not McCage.
And McCage a little bit more towards that big-time blocking middle blocker.
Yes,
however, there is a need for just about everything in this game. So
McCage 9 blocks her last two matches combined. There's Eggleston with the crossbody kill.
off-speed, quick pickup. What a snag to be able to find the transition opportunity. And Inoue scoop it.
Love the fire in the eyes of the veteran Carly Lloyd, 14th year pro, 2016 Olympian for Team USA. Carlini. Lunging play by Drew Schumacher. And it is Claire Chaussee again.
I like the creative element to Madison's offense. They're trying to incorporate more inside sets for their pin attacker, specifically on the outside. You saw one there from Chaussee, this one all the way back out, but just trying to give some different looks for the blockers to have to pay attention to the location.
Carlini targeting Eggleston on the serve, and the slide for Asia O'Neal, and the kill for O'Neal, her first of the match.
So important for Madison to be able to find their first contact, considering Austin's block. They're at the top of the order in terms of League One volleyball. They've got to be able to create deception from their first contact.
Wrist away for Schumacher, Annie Drew Schumacher. She's got every shot in the bag.
Actually, throw deception out the window. Just give the ball to Annie Drew Schumacher, regardless of where you are.
Indiana native, went to Purdue where she never was a first-team All-American. Honorable mention one year, and then second team the next. dump. Wow, picked up nicely by Medved off the effort from Lloyd. Back row attack, Skinner. Skinner finds a hole in the block. And it's 10-9 Austin.
It is so fun to see the back row attack just filter that much more into the women's game, and also utilizing it in different ways. It's not just a middle back and a left back and a right back attack. Now they're actually finding different seams and approaches to come in, really incorporating it into the offense.
Short serve, Stevenson Hall, dug by Skinner, kept alive by Lloyd, sent over, free ball coming. Carlini, Olympic setter, back row attack, Chaussee, not quite sure that's what she thought was going to happen when she went in the air, but it worked out.
Light touch from Chaussee, going up, seeing just one blocker in front, taking the pace off.
We're even at 10. Now to Stevenson Hall to serve. Hawkeye in the air, dug by Janiska. Drew Schumacher again. Well, she loves that hard angle, doesn't she?
I mean, and it's still so flat and there's such depth. She attacks the perimeter of the court so well, really challenging those backcourt defenders.
She said that her team, with the format of the Love Finals, if they can peak at the right time, they can surprise some people. They're getting better and better. Austin keeps it alive. Carlini surveys her options. Combo play. Janiska put down by the setter, Carly Lloyd.
And that's a little bit tough, right? Like, you want to get others involved in the offense, but a double block immediately sent to Janiska. I would have gone right back to Annie Drew Schumacher. She had just gotten a kill. Feed her until she stopped scoring.
Always seems like a good option. Ray off the block of Obagu. There's Drew Schumacher. Zoe Jarvis able to dig that one. Skinner goes long. Madisen Skinner wanted the touch. We'll see if we have a challenge coming in from Chris McGowan. And we do. Challenge the touch on the swing by Skinner.
We may actually be looking at a potential net fault here. And this is something else we're accustomed to. And they're going to pause here. That was not what they were initially challenging.
No,
whether
it's
the
not.
ball was in or out. They're actually looking for a different fault.
Different, they're looking for a touch at the net, right?
They're challenging a net touch.
Again, so they're looking at a net fault.
Okay, so not. Skinner claimed that there was a touch on the ball as it flew past the blockers. So this one taking a little longer than normal. First set action here in match number 2. Atlanta reverse swept Omaha in match number 1. Let's see. Did Janiska's arm hit it?
I didn't see a net fault or a touch. It's going to stay on the side of Madison.
Challenge unsuccessful. 12-11 Madison. First set action. We'll take a timeout from here at the Alliant Energy Center in the capital city of Wisconsin. More in the first set in a moment. League One Volleyball is presented by Adidas and by the Love Finals, where the first League One Volleyball champion will be crowned. Join us April 10th, 11th, and 13th in Louisville. Tickets are now on sale. Go to LOVBfinals.com for more details. Damn, these players are stars in more ways than one.
Absolutely, I'm loving those walkouts.
Did they do that for you when you played in Europe?
Out there, and I'm all for it.
Did they do that for you when you played in Europe?
No.
What about when you played at Washington State?
I mean, the drum line would come out. That was always my favorite part. Polar Gym, it can get ruckus.
Yes, it can. I have done matches in there. You get raucous in here as well. They were jumping around last night as their team knocked off Omaha in 4 sets. Drew Schumacher with their team leading at 12-11 here in this first set. We'll get ready to serve. Two-time Olympian, one of the best USA volleyball players ever. Skinner got dug by Chassé. Carlini teeing up Janiska. Lloyd outside to Skinner, off the soft block. Correa pushing toward the back line. Lunging play by Kotoe Inoue, player of the match last week. And the wrist away for Hawk. Point Austin. We're even at 12.
Carly Lloyd with a gorgeous release on that set to go against the grain.
Matt Furbringer, longtime assistant for the U.S. men's national team. Also time as assistant at Long Beach State. Played many years on the AVP Tour with Casey Jennings as his partner. Also professional indoor overseas. Via Correa with a kill for Madison. 13-12, hometown team lead. Fire in the eyes at Via Correa, 2020 Olympic silver medalist for Brazil. One of 7 Olympians in this match. Eggleston, covered up nicely by the middle blocker, Obagu. And it was Eggleston. Dug by Chassé. Chassé, dug by Lloyd. Carlini, back outside to Chassé off the antenna, off of Madisen Skinner. And it's 14-12 Madison.
That's the kind of play you have to love from Chassé.
Chris McGowan took over as interim head coach last week after Marco Bonita left for personal reasons. McGowan, former head coach of the BYU men's team, ABCA National Coach of the Year in 2013. And the touch. And so it's 14-13 Madison. McGowan, you're right. He arrived last week just prior to the first of back-to-back matches. Like just mere minutes beforehand, he got some gear, went out and met his team, and then they proceeded to win that night over Austin, the hometown team. Over Houston, the hometown team. And then the next day they won again.
And it truly is impressive, utilizing 2 different lineups too. And there can be a bit of freedom, right, when you almost have to restart your season with a new coach. And that's exactly what's taking place for Austin.
Good work by Eggleston to keep that one alive. And push back for the kill by Asia O'Neal. Just saw some open floor, had some time, and found it.
There's, again, just a little bit of that misconnect we're seeing on the side of Austin from an offensive standpoint. When you're moving so many pieces, you can kind of expect to see a little bit of that.
Chassé, what a dig. Eggleston, dug by Medved. Chassé rolls it over. Eggleston was there. Back row attack by Skinner, and she's terminal. Madisen Skinner out of the University of Texas.
Even with Carly Lloyd in the front row right now, she's got that extra attacker in Madisen Skinner coming out of the back row. That is just such a luxury.
Drew Schumacher. Blocked. Asia O'Neal. (16-15). Austin leads. Timeout taken by Madison. Hawk. Had some good moments so far in this first set.
Anna Hawk, one of her best skills is actually her blocking, even though you get to take a look at what she's done, which is game management. Some of those sets may be a little bit tight. There's the block coming in, but she has been steady and solid. They're going to look to her as they continue to kind of revolve through their outsides. The past 2 matches now, this being the 3rd.
4 kills without an attack error so far, 7 swings, 570. 5'10" outside hitter, but she's springy. Spent time with the Marquette track and field team as a high jumper. Her younger sister Isabel, her teammate on the Swedish national team, the opposite.
And Furbringer actually mentioned her when talking about just how good the Austin block is. He said, man, that's 17. She does a great job of really utilizing her hands.
Cross body for Chasse, and goes wide. 17-15 Austin. So Austin with the momentum now, and Madisen Skinner at the service line. Skinner just wrapped up a collegiate career at Texas in December. Austin has 9 Texas X's. 7 of them won NCAA championships with the Longhorns under Jared Elliott. There are 3 former Wisconsin Badgers on Madisen. Carlini the haul down into the tape. Oh no, went over the tape, but she got the point.
I was just about to say, I love them to find hole in the middle, especially in transition. Just trying to open things up a little bit. Again, if you're looking to alleviate the pressure on the outsides, finding your middle attackers in transition is a great way to do it.
Drew Schumacher. Well done. Just saw the block and used it.
Understanding she's going to have a well-formed block up in front of her, chooses to just find a little bit of the edge in the hand of the block.
Crafty. Skinner out of the back row, flying high, putting it down.
It's like she's front row. I don't think she's ever back row. Let's just put it that way.
She gets to the front row by the time contact is
She doesn't just get to the front row, she gets to the net.
Wow. Service error for Logan Eggleston. Back even at 18.
I like that strategy from a serve reception standpoint, which is that Madisen tries to narrow up some of the passing responsibilities for Chasse there, pushing her all the way to the line. It actually forces the service error because the target's so small.
Hawk off the block. Diving play by Zoe Jarvis. Kept alive by Inoue. Kept alive by Drew Schumacher. Janiska off the block, covered up by Medved. Drew Schumacher again, boom, off the soft block. Lunging play by Jarvis. And a Hawk, rejected. Schumacher and Hall.
I'm sorry, I think you used that sound effect a little too early, Rich. That was the boom.
I did.
Here's your second go at it.
Anna Stevenson Hall getting her left arm on it. Chasse targeting Jarvis. On the slide, dug by Carlini. Bumps head Medved. Drew Schumacher, big swing. And goes long. We're even at 19. Back and forth we go in this closely contested first set. Between 3rd place Austin, 4-4 in the regular season. 6th place Madisen, 2-7. But they look like a different team with the healthy Annie Drew Schumacher. Carlini going to Jennifer Janiska. Good digs on each side by Jarvis and Medved. And Drew Schumacher gets the high hands.
Before they can even challenge that, she's throwing up the C.
Yeah, she's
as
like,
a point awarded their direction.
Don't even think about not calling that. And Stevenson's Hall. Where's the goggles in the front row, but not in the back. And a Hawk off the soft block, dug by Chasse. Carlini tees up Janiska, and she uses the block.
And that's the right target. When you're looking across the net right now, if there is a little void, it's going to be the block on the right side, a way to attack down the line for Janiska.
And it's 21-19. Annie Drew Schumacher last night, the player of the match, had a season-high 23 kills, hit .340.
Just remarkable to see what she was able to put together. Again, she's coming off dealing with a bit of a shoulder injury. And the last two performances, she's been great in the front row, great in the back row, and she is carrying the offensive load for Madisen. Having that big-time arm and the big-time energy sure helps when it's on your side.
Yes, it does. Annie Drew Schumacher, you mentioned she's had more than 20 kills her last two matches. 2 games ago, her second most kills. And she said in a post-match interview last night with Selema Rockwell that the team just kind of had to drop their egos and accept some different roles in certain cases. And that they've done that. Wrist away on the slide from Chiaka Obagu. And Obagu comes up.
It doesn't get better than that. The slide attack, perfectly tempoed, waiting for the right moment. Obagu just destroying the volleyball.
Overpass, Obagu destroys another one.
She's even a mark on the floor at this point.
Yeah. And Austin back even at 21.
The energy shifts, you could feel them constantly back and forth and back and forth. The Madison crowd trying to stay on their side.
Carlina going to Schumacher, who tools the block. 22-21 Madison, and this crowd is into it.
It's like two boxers just throwing punches right now, each one landing.
And if you're on the back end of one of her swings, it would seem like a punch. Obagu, dug by Medved. Drew Schumacher out of the back row, blocked by Obagu. There's your best blocker in the games of the 33rd Olympiad in Paris. Chiaka Obagu, we are even at 22.
And you know what I think she does just so well is reading. You can even see she started to shift to her right, understands that set is actually going the opposite direction. Quick, efficient footwork, and great move for the block.
So Madison get the side out. Via Correa off the block and out of bounds. They do. 23-22 Madison.
Correa, again, working that slide. More often than not, she just attacks the block or kind of has these off-speed shots that oftentimes score.
Okay, help me.
Nice good serve. Hawk. Options for Carlini. Big opportunity, and Chasse capitalizes on it. The hometown kid gets it to set point.
That is a huge swing for Claire Chasse. Only one option for Carlini to set, finds it, and I love that she attacks the block.
Timeout, Austin. Chasse 5 kills in the first set. Lauren Carlini, great personality, Olympic silver medalist in 2024 in Paris. She got hurt in the opening match against China. Missed the next 2 matches, returned for the final 3 against Poland, Brazil, and Italy. She was an alternate at Tokyo when the U.S. won gold.
Just one of the best defensive setters that you'll also find on the court. And generally, not just one of the best defensive setters, one of the best defenders you will find on the court.
3.1 digs per set is 6th in love. Here comes Janiska. Set point, Madison. Eggleston. Too long, and Madison wins the first set. Last night when they won, they dropped the first set to Omaha. They take set number 1 here. Good performance once they got into the red zone.
That's exactly right. Sitting with Annie Drew Schumacher, the offense was flying at the top-notch level. Madison taking set 1.
Love League One Volleyball.
And tonight, Love Madison players are playing in support of 12-year-old Georgia Murphy and her family, who all sustained severe injuries from a car accident coming back from a volleyball tournament 2 weeks ago. Georgia plays for Madtown Juniors, part of the Love community, and where Love Madison trains. The players are wearing a Volley for Georgia patch on their jerseys. The Murphy family's recovery is expected to be a long road, and the volleyball community has been rallying around them. We wish them strength and healing during this time as the Wisconsin volleyball community, indeed all of Love, stands as one behind.
Just incredible to see how the volleyball community is rallying around the family. And again, we send all of our best wishes and have a healing in their direction.
God bless you. Anna Stevenson Hall will serve for Madison. Won the first set 25-22. They score the first point of the second. Hard angle attack for Skinner, and goes wide. 2-0 Madison.
Just a fantastic start for Madison, taking set one their direction. And again, it's going to come down to their first contact. Can they stay in system? And Annie Drew Schumacher putting on a show.
What a dig off the swing by Obagu. Put down by Skinner. 2-1 Madison. Austin won back-to-back matches last week. 10 days ago, they beat Houston in 4. The next night, beat Salt Lake in 4. Carlini back set. One Olympian teeing up another. Annie Drew Schumacher. Formidable duo, Carlini and Drew Schumacher.
It's awesome to see that they have perfectly synchronized the tempo of that set, the location of it.
Eggleston dug by Yaniska. Who does Lloyd go to? It's Eggleston, who ends the rally. 3-2 Madison.
I love the defense I'm seeing on the side of Madison, and Eggleston just continuing to bring the heat right now from the outside.
Shiaka Obagu will serve. Good pass by Medved. Correa into Eggleston, and she does it again.
Absolutely, she's sticking out her tongue afterwards too as she ducks out of the way. I mean, that is just fantastic. I hope we catch this react here. Goes up, goes challenging, ducks.
Yeah.
There it is.
Little MJ in that. Skinner got dug by Medved, kept alive by Chassé, and Medved again. Asia O'Neal finds the floor. Asia O'Neal, the daughter of longtime NBA basketball player Jermaine O'Neal, 18 years with 7 teams, mostly Indiana. He's at many of her matches. She herself a 2-time national champion at Texas. Madison Skinner, a 3-time national champion, 2 at Texas, 1 at Kentucky. She served it. Chassé blocked by Carly Lloyd. Lloyd's second block of this match.
Yeah, and it's really tough on some of those out-of-system plays, meaning the pass isn't perfect, the offense isn't aligned. Just having to take care of the ball and knowing exactly how you can add pressure to the other side.
4 blocks in the match for Love Austin. 2 short for Maddie Skinner. 5-4 Love Madison leads, playing in front of their home fans. Via Correa, the Brazilian, Olympic silver medalist, 2021 for Brazil. O'Neal on the slide. Dug by Yaniska. There's Drew Schumacher. Skinner couldn't dig it. Now Hawk sliding all the way to the first row at the end of the court. Making the effort. 6-4 Madison.
It's almost as if you need to completely play a perimeter defense where your feet are all the way against the sideline with Annie Drew Schumacher. You can see how that hits Skinner high on the chest. These deep angles that Drew Schumacher continues to attack, they've got to slow down somehow.
The ace for Correa. Timeout taken by Austin. 7-4 Madison leads the second set. Our second match of this day. Earlier it was Atlanta over Omaha in 5, a reverse sweep. (7-4) Madison leading in this second set. Back in a moment to Wisconsin. Stacy Sikora, assistant coach for Love Austin. Here's what she had to say about Women's History Month.
If I was coach, I did not care if I was coached by a female or a male, but now I love that more female coaches are coaching. I love that more female athletes are seen on commercials. More female athletes are getting TV time and publicity. I love that, and I see that as a big difference in that. And I love that females are getting the opportunity to do that.
One of the great Libros, Stacy Sikora. Her Love Austin team won back-to-back matches last week. Spunky personality. Great defensive coach.
She was fun to watch and serve and pass earlier today. Good connection with the athletes and just bringing so much positivity to the floor. Oh,
that was up ahead of Carlini. A header for the kill. Wow.
Do we say it? Way to keep your head in the game, Carlini.
No kidding. Watch this. Boom. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's in. Oh my goodness. Headers aren't just for soccer. Blocked by Hall. Anna Stevenson Hall. U.S. national teamer.
Austin better be careful right now. Energy and play on the side of Madison continues to climb.
Got the crowd on their side. Matt Furbringer talked about it. We can get them on our side. We stay in this match. Really helps. There's Chassé turning the block. Claire Chassé.
She actually has a little bit of hang time to her as well, choosing when she's going to attack that ball. I love that she delays just enough that block starts to drop down and she finds the tool.
Rare bad set by Lloyd.
But again, it's just these miscommunications, right? Where there's different middles on the floor. You've got all sorts of new pieces and elements, and a setter change now for Austin.
Two Olympic setters, Lauren Carlini, Olympic silver medalist in the Paris Games, and Carly Lloyd, bronze medalist in the Rio Games, and now Sage Kahaina-Torres, national champion with Texas, comes in to set for Austin. Has to bump set that one. Hawk gets dug by Medved, kept alive by Chassé. Collision between Skinner and Kahaina-Torres. Wow! What a great job by Chassé to keep that ball alive. Hawk, Chassé does it again. Carlini, and it's Hall who puts it down. Hard-earned point for Madison. 12-5.
They're having way too much fun on their side. A run-away train, make that an 8-1 run train on the side of Madison.
And it's an ace. Lauren Carlini dials up the ace, a 9-1 run.
When you ask Furbringer about Carlini and what her skill set is, he said she's just good at everything. Defense, setting, deception, the serving. She's got every phase of her game working right now.
Well, it's now famous. When Lauren Carlini was 6 years old, she drew a picture of herself standing on the Olympic medal stand. She still has the drawing, and in her 6-year-old's artwork, she's wearing number 7. Her number here, her number in the 2024 Olympics.
And I just love her competitive intensity. That's one of the things you
Isn't it great?
Constantly on the court. She's so driven and so clear in her goals in terms of what she wants to produce from an offensive standpoint. And right back to the defensive standpoint. That's a dig and a kill at the same time.
That's going to be on highlight reels forever. Oh. In 2021, Lauren Carlini, oh my gosh, we'll be seeing that over and over. She told the Wisconsin State Journal that she loved playing overseas and would do it through 2024. This is 3 years ago, and she said, and I quote, "After 2024, who knows, if a league pops up domestically, I'd absolutely be down to stay and play it in front of friends and family." And here, 3 years later, she is. Kahina Torres, O'Neal on the slide, blocked by Stevenson Hall. It's a 10-1 run. It was 5-4 Austin at one point. 4-4, and now 10-1. O'Neal on the slide again off the soft block. Deniska was there.
Oh my.
Great work by Carlini and Drew Schumacher to keep that ball alive. Bump set Medved. Drew Schumacher, hard angle. Point Madison, incredible.
Defense to offense. The soft platform of Lauren Carlini finding 2 digs in 1 rally and the transition swing from Drew Schumacher.
Saw the graphic. Madison's won 4 straight sets now. Looking for 5 in a row.
Oh.
Zoe Jarvis kept that ball alive off the overdig.
Dropped a little quicker than Anna Hall thought it was going to. She went up with the Hulk smash. See, look, tries to find the fist right here.
Yep. Had been an 11-1 run before that. Over pass. And Kahina Torres, the setter, takes care of business. 15-7.
Sometimes it's just a light touch. That's all you need. Everyone kind of sitting back expecting the hard-driven ball off the overpass. Well played.
Sometimes you don't need a dunk, you just need a layup.
Exactly. Great reference.
Anna Stevenson Hall, and Julianne Fawcett couldn't dig it.
That play is so fast, they don't have to get a clean swing on it because there's no block in front, and she's just shoving that to the ground. So in all reality, literally just running a fast enough offense can do so much damage.
The last time Julianne Fawcett played extensively was February 1st, a month ago today. Hawk, Drew Schumacher back in her face. Kill for Obagu, who looks at her teammates and says, "Let's go." 16-8. Fawcett coming up with a kill. Her first kill in a while. Back on February 1st, she hit .324 and had 15 kills against Salt Lake. Has not played extensively since.
Oh, and even slightly falling out of that, but just providing the energy after the kill.
Drew Schumacher crossbody goes wide. Timeout taken by Madison.
On those really quick sets, sometimes it's hard to turn that ball back down the line. The ball has to cross your left shoulder, moving all the way to the right side. Makes it a little bit tougher, just pushing that ball wide of the line.
Their 10-point lead has been trimmed to 6. Claire Chassé, look at some of what she's done so far in this match.
Claire Chassé, so solid. I really like what I'm seeing even out of system from her. She's really taking care of the ball to this point. Back row, there's another good example. Not quite in rhythm, but still finding a kill and adding pressure to the other side.
6 kills, 6 digs, 1 block, getting 280 so far. Hometown player, Claire Chassé, Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. Then went to Louisville, 2022 ACC Player of the Year. 128 career matches over 5 years. Up into 5 NCAA tournament berths. Cut behind a Torres serve. Deniska gets the side out for Madison coming out of the timeout. (17-10) Madison. Kahaina Torres dialing up Chiaka Obagu. That pass tight to the net, but Kahaina Torres found a way.
With one hand as well.
Watch this.
There's that light touch, one hand, and the one-on-one.
17-11. Anna Hawk, the 28-year-old out of Sweden, will serve for Love Austin. Carlini going to Drew Schumacher, blocked by Obagu. One Olympic star blocking another.
So you have to start the assessment process. Was it a blocking alignment, the right location? Was the set maybe a little bit low? Because you're gonna have to figure out how to replicate this on the side of Austin.
Again, pass tied to the net. Deniska blocked by Julianne Fawcett. 17-13 Madison.
Austin leading Love Volleyball in blocks per set at 3.41. They're starting to lean into that now.
Carlina goes to her knees as she makes that set. Results in a kill for Annie Drew Schumacher. Side out Madison. They're still in control, 18-13 here in the second. Eggleston off the knee of Drew Schumacher.
I mean, we've seen a dig off the noggin. Why not the knees?
Why not? We saw a dig off the shoulder as well earlier in match number 1.
Eggleston still looking to climb in terms of her efficiency at 0.83. Here's a good chance for her.
She got dug by Medved. Deniska. Good coverage by Medved off the block by Fawcett. Drew Schumacher got dug by Hawk. Eggleston again into the antenna. Point Madison. 19-14 Madison.
Looking through the numbers, trying to find a solution right now for Austin. It's got to first start with a pass, but then potentially finding Obagu hitting 500. Even though O'Neal now into the match, can she be the answer?
Fawcett. Hawk on the coverage. Fawcett again. Go right back to her off the soft block. Elitsa Medved with the dig. Drew Schumacher got dug by Kotoa Inoue. Eggleston again. Off speed. Inoue seems to be everywhere. Drew Schumacher again. Blocked by O'Neal. 19-15.
Hanging her hands above the height of the net. That's a great read, delaying that block just enough and then throwing the ball back down.
Now Fawcett will serve. The last service attempt prior to tonight was February 6th. Correa over the net, and O'Neal went for the block, but didn't get it back over. 20-15 Madison.
She's got to be hitting 1,000 on that right now. Even that, she's falling backwards, ends up on her tush, and she still comes away with the point. They cannot stop her on the slide.
Skinner out of the back row. Oh, pardon me, Fawcett out of the back row. Julianne Fawcett. Fawcett had just 1 kill over the last month.
That is a heck of a swing.
Logan Eggleston serve. Pass on the dime. Kahina Torres.
They're starting to add a little bit of edge to this too. Kahina Torres throwing up the hand saying, what else you got to Chassé?
20-17 Madison leads. Timeout taken by Matt Furbringer and Love Madison. A one-time 10-point lead in this set trimmed to 3 as they're kind of staggering toward the finish line. Do they have enough in the tank to go up 2-0? Head coach Matt Furbringer and his wife Joy each run Love clubs out of the same building in Southern California. Matt's club is Rockstar for boys and Joy's his team Mizuno for girls.
Pretty traditional format that you see them in. He always pulls Carlini aside. They have the conversation. What adjustments? What's the set location? Who's the priority? Really trying to solidify those offensive decisions that Carlini has to make, freeing up her mind.
Two pretty smart volleyball individuals there. Furbringer and Carlini would love to be in on that conversation. And cross body kill for Claire Chassé. 21-17. Big time side out for Madison.
That's a little wrinkle in the offense. Look at where Chassé attacks this ball. See how it's well inside the court. This is one of the few teams I've actually seen utilize hitting the gap with their outside attacker.
On the slide, O'Neal. Off of Anna Stevenson Hall. Kahina Torres dialing up Hawk. And we had a net violation called against Madison. 21-18.
If you're Austin, the second set is not out of reach. You're not just trying to build momentum, you're still trying to steal this one away.
But you need this point right here. Asia O'Neal serve. Hall, covered up by Drew Schumacher. Options for Kahina Torres. It's Obagu on the slide, who goes crossbody, back hard angle, and makes it 21-19.
So far, the serving target has been Yuniska, excuse me. I wouldn't be shocked if they change it up a little bit, try and find Chassé. They've got her pinched all the way to the sideline. Small target. See if O'Neal can find her.
Trying. It was Yuniska. Drew Schumacher got dug by Fawcett. Hawk down into the tape. 22-19 Madison.
And that's just impressive serve reception. Their ability to adjust, pushing Chassé over, finding the first contact. Those are some of the adjustments you make real time in those three-person serve receive.
And now Chassé will serve herself. Off speed by Hawk. Carlini there. Bumps head Medved. Through Schumacher. Just pushing it off the blocker's arm. Again, she's done that a couple of times. Everybody goes up and she knows right where the blocker's arm is.
And she's almost standing on the floor by the time she actually walks away with the kill. Watch where this location is. Barely jumps, goes up and just swipes at Hawk.
Again, sometimes you don't need the dunk, just get the layup. Service error for Claire Chassé.
In this case, the standing down ball.
Yeah, okay, right. 23-20. Sage Kaahina-Torres played at Utah and Texas, national champion for the Longhorns. She served it. Out of Stevenson Hall. Coverage by Chasse. Yaniska. Coverage by Medved. Carlini bumps head. Drew Schumacher. When in doubt, go to Annie Drew Schumacher. Set point coming, and the crowd here in Madison gets on their feet.
The command of Annie Drew Schumacher on full display, turning it down the line.
Out of Stevenson Hall will try to serve him across the finish line. Got some breathing room, 24-20. Kaahina-Torres to Obagu via Correa. Unable to get the point on the block, 24-21. Second set point coming up.
Drew Schumacher still in the front row. I imagine this ball might be going right back to her. She'll be against Eggleston.
And too strong. It ends on a service error. And Madison has taken the first 2 sets. They've won 5 sets in a row going back to last night. Dropped the opening set yesterday to Omaha, won the next 3, and they've won 2 against a Austin team that had been pretty hot coming in. Back-to-back match win at home last week. 2-0. Third set coming up from Madison, Wisconsin. League One Volleyball is presented by Adidas and by the Love Finals, where the first League One Volleyball champion will be crowned. Join us April 10th, 11th, and 13th in Louisville. Tickets are now on sale. Go to LOVBfinals.com for more details. Those are scenes from the nearby Scandinavian Festival at our producer Lloyd Brooks' hometown of Mount Horeb, part of the greater Madison area. The yearly festival includes red troll hats, frozen turkey bowling, fat tire bike races on snow, and an adult spelling bee? Sign me up, you betcha.
Oh my gosh.
And of course,
I'm
there's
not
beer
winning that.
flowing.
I might win the frozen turkey bowling though. I got a pretty good arm.
won the spelling bee in 4th grade, the school-wide spelling bee.
You know what? Something about that just does not surprise me.
Madison's won 5 straight sets after just 9 sets won through their first 8 regular season matches. Mount Horeb, by the way, a big volleyball community. Hometown of Elise Getzinger, who won a national title in the spring of 2021 with Kentucky. Then finished her career at Creighton. 2 stars from Mount Horeb, Elise Getzinger and Lori Brooks.
Shining bright, no doubt. Just like Madison right now, taking the first 2 sets on their side. Looking through some of the numbers too, interesting to see the passing definitely increased. That was one of the big marks from last night's win over Omaha, was their passing was the best numbers that Matt Furbringer had seen all season long. He also had discussed wanting to have great service pressure. That has been climbing on their side. And then more importantly, it's Annie Drew Schumacher continuing to lead the way. 13 total kills already, 31 attempts. She is at 226, so Madison putting together exactly the game plan they aimed for.
We have 31 total swings. She's got about 38% of their swings. Annie Drew Schumacher.
Feels like half of those came in, or more than half, excuse me, came from the first set. 9 kills, 8 kills in the first.
Last night, Madison lost the first set to Omaha, 18-25, and then they won 25-22, 25-16, 25-21, and then here in this one, 25-22, 25-21.
A yellow card actually just given out to Austin. Not sure if it was for a delay or to Aina Torres.
Not sure what happened there. Off speed from Fawcett. Kept alive by Carlini, but not quite. And Austin gets the first point in this 3rd set. You had a couple of emotional set wins here. How difficult is it, Cam, to come back in that 3rd set and keep that emotion flowing?
It's really challenging. It can definitely be started with things like blocks and big time swings. But also, I think it's about stringing points together. So finding that first contact, can we get into a better rhythm? And then you have to start building that momentum and energy. As much as you want to get it from great play, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it a little bit too.
Well, that big swing from Janiska should help. Out of Stevenson Hall serve. Eggleston, good pass. She knows that's a key for her in the 2028 Olympics. And she has the pass and the kill. With Logan Eggleston. Legit dreams of 2028 in the LA Olympics, and she says she knows passing is her ticket. Drew Schumacher taps it over. How about the set by Kotoya Inoue and the swing by Fawcett, the kill by Fawcett out of the back row.
Love to see a libero jump setting the ball, well placed, and Fawcett finding an impact even out of the back row.
3-1 Austin here in the 3rd. Alessia Giannotti is playing for Austin. Has not played since January 16th. She's been hurt. Great to see her back out there. She's in the back row right now. Deniska off speed. O'Neal. Wow, excellent coverage by Medved. O'Neal on the block again. Swing by Eggleston, trying to better that ball, but goes long.
And again, it's just a missed opportunity on this side of Austin. With so many changing pieces, you've got to be able to find that rhythm. The first contact, there was some confusion as to who was going to take the first ball.
Fawcett flying out of the back row. Wanted the touch, didn't get it. Chris McGowan going to issue a challenge, and he is. See if there was a touch on that. Fawcett thought there was one. Usually get get resolved pretty quickly.
My goodness.
Yeah, that's close.
That's very close. From the other view, I thought there wasn't one. However, this one looks a little closer, but they're going to say unsuccessful. No touch.
Point Madison. Or even a 3 here in the third. Annie Schumacher will serve. Great to see her healthy again. Good pass. O'Neal rejected by Janiska. Jennifer Janiska, the 30-year-old German with a big block.
What a fantastic move. One-on-one against this slide attack. She drops that right hand, covering not only the line with her left, but the cross court with her right.
2019 Club World Championship with famed Caneliano. And there's an ace for Annie Schumacher. 5-3 Madison. Eggleston, Gennady, and Inoue in serve receive. It's Eggleston. Good pass. Aina Torres going back to Eggleston, who uses the block. 5-4 Madison.
I like the rhythm to Annie Schumacher's serve. She actually has a little bit of a sidestep right before she starts, or right at the beginning of her serve.
Reminds me a little bit of Christina Bauer of Houston.
Everyone's got their own little rhythm.
Janiska. Aina Torres. O'Neal on the slide. Got dug by Schumacher, and there's Janiska using the high hands. 6-4 Madison.
They were looking at Janiska just from a passing perspective. However, here in set 3, she's being a force defensively at the net and now throwing in a kill.
Short serve and an ace for Janiska.
This is what Madison needs, the service pressure. One right after another right now. It's just unrelenting.
Talk about a sinker ball. And again.
Austin cannot find the answer. They have to figure out the first contact. Might be time to make some adjustments.
And they're going to talk about it. 8-4 Madison in the third set. And Austin trying to stave off a sweep. And they're trailing by 4. Having a difficult time at serve receive. 3 former Badgers now playing for Love Madison. Sarah Franklin, haven't seen her tonight. Of course, we have seen Lauren Carlini. Third set will continue. For Madison looking for a sweep of Austin. Let's have a look back at our Adidas scouting report.
Well, you start off with Austin. They needed to serve tough and find their offensive rhythm early. And to be quite frank, they really haven't found any sort of rhythm offensively. They've changed setters. They've changed what they're doing on the outside, even from a passing perspective. So they've got to, again, try and find that offensive rhythm. Starts with the first contact. And for Madison, it's about staying in system and managing the block on the other side of Austin, the strongest, if not the second strongest blocking team in league play. And so far, they have just done a flawless job of attacking. That block not having much of an impact right now.
Fawcett off speed out of the back row. Schumacher, big swing off the block and out of bounds. 9-4 Madison. Yeah, you're right, Austin, 3.4 blocks per set. And that is tops in love. Omaha second at 2.7, so it is a big margin. But Madisen managing it very well. And Kahana Torres gets the dump for the side out. 9-5.
But just that trajectory of that serve, that's so nasty.
Back set, Correa off the block, coverage by Yaniska. Chaussee, Claire Chaussee with a kill.
I think that's one of the best elements right now for Chaussee. From some of her previous matches to this one, she's just taking better care of the ball. A little off balance, but just throws this into a great position.
She has 8 kills now and 9 digs. Claire Chaussee, back row attack by Fawcett. Off of Anna Stevenson Hall, good work there. And Obagu kept alive by Carlini. Obagu again, over the top of Chaussee. Point Austin, 10-6. Good work by Obagu.
Love that play, recognizing the middle blocker in the left back position, trying to play some defense. Just throw that right in front.
How about 5 Olympic medals in the middle of that play with Obagu, Drew Schumacher, and Carlini. Julianne Fawcett, lunging dig by Medved. Wrist away by Chaussee, goes wide.
Solid swing in the middle of that from Fawcett. Tough ball too, coming from her left. She worked her feet back and around, adding pressure.
Kahana Torres serves. Too strong. 11-7 Madison. Crowd coming out on back-to-back nights. Temperature in the 20s outside. It's a high of 54 yesterday. High was in the 20s today. Supposed to be back in the 30s tomorrow, and then back to 50s the day after that. Welcome to Wisconsin. Fawcett off the block of Drew Schumacher. And back off of Fawcett.
They've got some great chants now already in play for Andy Drew Schumacher. Start hearing the Drew call after that block.
Obagu, and Medved unable to dig it.
She's been the best attacker between both rosters thus far. Still errorless and coming up with yet another kill. I mean, just look at that contact point. It's well above the height of a basketball rim, I'll tell you that much.
9 kills and hitting 600, Shiaka Obagu. And Claire Chaussee gets the side out for Madison.
The reason this attack becomes so challenging is that it forces the blocker's eye work to change the sequencing a bit. Recognizing that inside set, you've got to stop early on that block.
Chaussee now will serve. Going after Gennady. It's Obagu. Got dug by Medved. Big swing by Schumacher, blocked by Obagu and Eggleston.
Just taking cuts at the ball right now. Both sides of the net. The outstanding dig, and then no problem. Obagu works hard to get to the left side.
Again, one USA 2-time Olympic medalist blocking another. Hall over the top of the tape. Kill for Anna Stevenson Hall. Member of the U.S. national team, 2022 Volleyball Nations League. And she'll serve. Good pass by Eggleston off the tape. Fawcett blocked by Yaniska.
Oh, Yaniska is just having way too much fun in this matchup. Great move, and I love that last shot. You can see how her hands actually fold over the top of the net, securing that position.
Madison closing in on a sweep. Austin out of system. Fawcett. Yaniska on the block again.
The offense is just too predictable on the side of Austin. When the pass is off the net, you're out of system. The options at the net become that much slimmer as the substitution is now coming. They're trying to find a different answer on the right side.
Yuniska had 3 blocks last night, 2 tonight, the first 5 blocks for her all season. Eggleston, hard angle attack, and goes long. 17-9 Madison.
Kat Bell now into the match on the right for Austin.
Kat Bell playing for the first time. Broke out in the last match and went over Salt Lake with 11 kills. They just won all season before that. Her team trails it by 8. And they take a timeout. 17-9 Madison. Last night's interview, Annie Drew Schumacher, talking with Salima Rockwell, said that with the Love Finals format, the fact that all teams make it, the top 2, of course, get that important first-round bye. But she said if they can peak at the right time, Madison, despite what's happened at this point in the season, they can make a run and win the championship.
Absolutely, and you can see all the Olympians tonight in this matchup, from Austin to Madison. So much representation across the board, but that's what's beautiful about those Love Finals just around the corner. You're going to get a chance to see 1 and 2 seeds earn the bye, 3 will play 6, and that could potentially be where Madison is at, so facing off against 3 seed. But if they're peaking at the right time, that might be just the matchup they're looking for.
And they have half a season left to climb out of the
Absolutely.
cellar. Where they're playing, who knows?
Well, with a win here, that would be 1 step in the right direction. And from yesterday, that's 1 and 2.
Service error for Stevenson Hall, 17-10. And now Kat Bell will go back and serve. National champion with Texas in 2012. Off speed from Drew Schumacher. Back set, Eggleston down the line, gets it done.
Great body control from Eggleston. Set just a little bit wide of the antenna, but does a solid job maintaining body control and finding the line kill.
Told me last week that Kat Bell was her inspiration to go to Texas. But now they're on the floor together at the same time. Diving dig by Kotoe Inoue. Eggleston pushing it down the line. Got dug by Carlini. Bump set Medved. Swing by Yuniska. Covered up by Medved. Drew Schumacher tools the block. 18-11 Madison.
Extended plays on the side of Madison. They go to Yuniska, recycle the ball back out. I love that little extra lift from Carlini. Gives Drew Schumacher an extra second to get her feet there.
Back row attack by Bell, right over the top of the tape. Drew Schumacher pushing it toward the back corner, and we had a double. Oh no, he reached over the net. I thought it was a double that went over.
Going with the back row.
Oh, back row,
there.
yeah, it was the attack line error, yes. Attack line error for Schumacher. 18-12. Alessia Giannotti went long, wanted the touch, and didn't get it. Giannotti been out with knee and calf issues. 2016 Olympian for Italy. There she is. 19-12. And Yuniska will serve. She had 2 aces earlier, matching her total for the rest of the season. Bell flying out of the back row. And Bia Correa with a block solo.
That's the timing you're looking for on the back row attack. Just delay a little bit longer.
Madison on the verge of winning their 6th consecutive set. Good pass by Giannotti. O'Neal on the slide. O'Neal with a kill. Asia O'Neal now with 4 kills. Giaco Bagu, who had just 2 kills 2 matches ago in 9 swings and didn't play in the last one, has 9 kills and 16 swings in this one. But her team is trailing 2-0, down 20-13 in the 3rd. Bia Correa on the slide. She's just out there having fun. Correa, the 33-year-old from Brazil.
I mean, when is she not having fun? Yet again, just finds another kill, hitting 500 on the night. We saw a block just a point ago.
Best middle blocker in the Volleyball Nations League in 2019. Obagu on the slide. And Obagu has her 10th kill of the match. 21-14. If it was a football game, the Badgers would be leading the Longhorns. Carlini with a dump. Lauren Carlini doesn't do that all that often.
Which is what makes it so dangerous.
Right.
It's the last thing they expect. She hasn't done it the entire game.
And now they're 3 points away, and Carlini serves. Obagu's 11th kill, matching the number on her back. 22-15.
An interesting position, too, for Madison, understanding that they have an idea of who Austin is coming into this match, but because they've been utilizing different lineups, and even now a third different lineup or fourth different lineup they've gone against, it really hasn't seemed to phase them much.
No. Keep doing their thing. Blocked by Obagu. 22-16.
It's actually Kat Bell with wicked stuff on the right side.
They were there together. It's Kat Bell. Bell playing extensively the second time in a while. There's Drew Schumacher, got the touch. And Madison now 2 points away from a sweep of Austin.
I mean, if you drop your hands on that attack, that ball is soaring out of this arena. I love that even when she's in trouble, she's still attacking at a high clip.
Drew Schumacher with 16 kills, hitting just above 210. 5 digs, 1 block. Marina Hayden led the NCAA in service aces per set her final 3 years of college. Brought in as a serving specialist, but down into the net. That's got a sting for her. She was brought in to do that, and she comes out. Chaussee back in. 23-17. Hannah Stevenson Hall gets us to match point. Madison a point away from a sweep.
A great night for Hall. Adds another kill in, hitting over 300. Great in transition.
Hannah Stevenson Hall will try to get him across the finish line from the service line. It's Eggleston. Chance to end it right here. Carlini backs it. Annie Drew Schumacher got dug by Kahina Torres. Kat Bell pushes it over. Another opportunity here. Drew Schumacher into the block and out of bounds. And Madison wins by sweep over Austin. 25-17 in the third. They have their first victory by sweep of the year. Madison, after having won just 9 sets their first 8 matches, has now won 6 consecutive sets. Oh, doesn't a healthy Annie Drew Schumacher make all the difference? Using Jennifer Yaniska and Claire Chaussee on the outside. Sarah Franklin, the Wisconsin player, former Badger, didn't play in this one. (25-17) in the third. Madison wins it by sweep. Lauren Carlini, Olympic center, silver medalist in the Paris Games last summer. Carlini had 40 assists in this one. So 13 plus assists per set. Also had 9 digs, excellent defensive setter, and had 1 kill. Lauren Carlini. And she is with Cameron Irwin. She's our player of the match.
All right, Lauren, back-to-back wins. How did this come together in a sweep nonetheless?
Yeah, I think we've just been working our butts off the last couple weeks to gain momentum and work really hard and put time in the practice, and it's showing here now on the court. And it's just an incredible game by everybody, and we kept the pressure on all the way through.
Just how big was it that you had this crowd behind you the last 2 days?
Yeah, you guys have been awesome. Seriously, thank you for coming out and supporting both nights. Huge part of us winning these matches, and Yeah, best crowds we've seen all season, so amazing. Not surprised at all, though.
You're one of the best defensive setters that we will see in the world. How do you balance your defense with also preparing this offense?
Yeah, I mean, I like ruining attackers' days. What can I say?
Well, you did that a couple times tonight.
And no, you know, it's just something I've loved since I was little, and it's just something I take a lot of pride in. So, of course, main job is setting this offense, and these girls making it really easy here. So it's been amazing and fun, and here we are now, and it's about to be March Madness, let me tell you.
I love it. Is this a little bit of a preview of what we'll see for the second half of the season for Madison?
I sure hope so. Let's keep this rolling, eh?
Awesome. All right. Well, congratulations, player of the match.
Thank
Lauren
you.
Carlini.
Thank you, guys.
Lauren Carlini, the Aurora, Illinois native. He's got friends and family here, the player of the match as Madison wins back-to-back matches. They get to 3-7 in the regular season. After dropping the opening set to Omaha yesterday, they won the next 3, and they win all 3 here. 6 consecutive sets won. And Austin, after having won back-to-back matches, they fall to 4-5 and a tie for 3rd in Love. Coming up next week. Week 9, Thursday at 8 o'clock Central, Salt Lake at Omaha. That'll be on ESPNU and ESPN Plus. And then Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, Houston at Atlanta as we kick off the weekend with Love in Atlanta. That'll be on LOVB.com and DAZN. And next Saturday, a doubleheader in Atlanta, neutral site match, Madison and Houston. And then Austin at Atlanta, LOVB.com. and the Women's Sports Network. Hope you can join us next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The CEO and co-founder of League One Volleyball is Caitlin Gow. President Rosie Spalding, for executive producer Tom Pure, producer Lori Brooks, and for Cameron Irwin and our entire crew, graphics Cody Richardson, Logan McDonald, the director, and for all of us, I'm Rich Burke. That is it from here in Madison. Doubleheader in match 1, it was Atlanta with a reverse sweep, and in match 2, hometown Madison with a sweep of Austin.